Don't forget to like my video so others can see it, and please subscribe for the same reason. Hello, Withdrawal Warriors. Happy Thanksgiving. I had thought of a concept that at the moment during my withdrawal I was not aware was actually pretty important, and it has to do with metabolism and how fast these drugs are staying and leaving somebody's body. If your body is metabolizing a drug fast, or it is excreted quickly, or both, since it is leaving your body faster, your body will tend to have a more of a reaction to that drug. There is less time for your body to adjust to having less and less of the drug. If you are a slower metabolizer of the drug, or it is leaving your body slower, your body is typically going to have more a time to adjust to lower and lower doses. So to try to kind of condense what happened to me after having such a hard time, my doctor speculated that I might be a slow metabolizer, and I had no idea what that meant in terms of withdrawal. And I was against having my DNA analyzed before I took the drug. I asked my doctor, would this DNA test be significant to tell me why this is happening and what's going on? Of course, I don't really exactly remember. I think it was like, oh, it could, or, maybe. And I was like, I was so desperate and in a state of desperation, and about a solid week of no sleep, and my judgment was not good. I went ahead and volunteered my DNA to find out. I was like, fine. After the results came back, and I said, so what does that tell you? Did that help us figure out anything in terms of what's happening to me? And he said no. Why? Why was I pressured before getting prescribed? Why was I pressured even after it was told that it doesn't help? Excuse the squeaks. We have a couple of rugrats over here, a kid and a dog. Keeps life beautiful. So, use your own judgment when it comes to giving up your DNA. For me, again, in the moment, it didn't help. What it did actually was reveal how wrong the doctor was about a lot of things, but and it wasn't because he didn't have the knowledge prior to prescribing. It was the speculation, such as being a slow metabolizer and other just really weird, ideas of why I was having problems. It showed up. So it turns out the doctor was wrong. I have no idea how the doctor speculated that being a slow metabolizer was creating my issues, because in fact the opposite was true. I was metabolizing the drugs quickly, so I was having quite a bad reaction to it. I'm sure there's more factors involved, but that was one of them. A side note, some drugs have different formulations. I'm going to specifically talk about benzodiazepines, or benzos. The different forms of them will have a half-life that is longer or slower. So the longer the half-life, the longer it is in your system, and the shorter the half-life, the shorter it is in your body. So if you are on a drug that has a quick half-life and you're having issues, it may help. Again, don't take this as medical advice, but looking at the logic, and this is something to discuss and consider with medical professionals, or if you don't have their help, use your own judgment. But it may help to switch to a longer acting drug of the same class. So for example, benzodiazepines, but not all drugs you are able to do that. I metabolize the drugs quickly, hence why I was having such a hard time. That in conjunction with Saphris in particular. It was Saphris and Trazodone, which were the last two absolutely horrible drugs that were giving me issues. I not only metabolize quickly, but I'm pretty sure their half-life is really short. So with it eliminating from my body so quickly, my body totally lost, like it freaked out, revolted against me. And my doctor did what I've heard happens to so many people. They were like blamed for it. It's all in your head. I was told like I was the odd man out because I was actually trying to get off of drugs instead of asking for more. So that's weird, right? And I asked him to do his research, because how could he say that I'm some sort of anomaly or this is weird when he doesn't de-prescribe medication, he just hands them out. He's not experienced. So I asked him, while practically bleeding because I was biting my tongue so hard because I was so upset, I encouraged him to do his research because that's all I could do. If you don't know, then find out, and he wasn't willing to do that either. So we have to be our own advocate, or at least find somebody who will advocate for you, because it's most definitely not easy when you're suffering. Find somebody that you trust. They don't even have to be in the medical field. You can go on the internet. Some of it's really, heavy on the medical jargon, and other things aren't. I try to kind of keep a middle ground here because I don't want to burden everybody so hard with this medical terminology that it's not helpful. If I do end up making videos like that, I'll give you a disclaimer or at least try to explain it. Anyway, you can do it. Hang in there. And I will try to pump out as much useful information as I can. And please ask me questions so I can be one of those advocates and do that research and do my very best to get answers to you to help you through this. I hope this helps. I was completely unaware of this concept, and even though it may not have helped my particular situation, it might help yours. And it's just good to know these things in general. Happy holidays, everybody. Hang in there. I'll pray for you. Love you.